Hello, this is Grandad, and what I'd like to do is read you a story about a pussycat called Six Dinner Sid. Before I do, I'd just like to tell you that on a previous video I read about the great pet sale and I couldn't get some of the animals right, and I'd just like to say that Arlo has told me that the animals, or the birds and animals, are a kiwi, and the one I thought was a joey is actually probably a wallaby. So we've put that right. Okay, this is about Six Dinner Sid. Let's see if we can get to the front. There we are, Six Dinner Sid, and this is by Inga. Sid lived at number 1 Aristotle Street. He also lived at number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5 and number 6. And you can see the doors of the houses coming up the hill. So he lived at every one, and there he is having a scratch. Sid lived in 6 houses, so he could have 6 dinners. Each night he would slip out of number 1, where he might have had chicken, into number 2 for possibly fish, to number 3 for lamb, to number 4 for mince, fish again at number 5, rounding off at number 6 with beef and kidney stew, by which time he looks as if he was getting really quite portly. Since no one talked to their neighbours in Aristotle Street, no one knew what Sid was up to. They each believed the cat they fed was theirs and theirs alone. So that's very interesting. But Sid had to work hard for all his dinners. It wasn't easy being 6 people's pet. He had 6 different names to remember and 6 different ways to behave. When he was being Scaramouche, Sid put on swanky airs like this. As Bob, he had a job to do, and here he's looking for a mouse, I think. He was naughty when he was Satan, and he was very silly as Sally. And as Sooty, he smooched a lot. He's on the lady's shoulders, look. But as Schwartz, he had to act rough and tough, and there he is chasing a doggy. All this work sometimes wore Sid out, but he didn't care, as long as he had his 6 dinners, and besides, he liked being scratched in 6 different places. Under his chin, on top of his head, round his neck, on his back, on his tummy, on his chest, and sleeping in 6 different beds, in an armchair, in a cupboard, on the bed, in a bed, or on a cushion, in a cardboard box, and in a basket. In fact, life in Aristotle Street was just about perfect for Sid, until one cold, damp day he caught a nasty cough. The next thing he knew, he was taken to see the vet. Poor Sid. He was taken not once, not twice, but 6 times. Can you see all the different ways that he went to the vets? He went with 6 different people in 6 different ways. Goodness me. The vet said Sid's cough wasn't nearly as nasty as it sounded, but to be on the safe side, he should have a spoonful of medicine. course, Sid didn't have just one spoonful of medicine. He had 6. And if we look at his face in these 6 pictures, he doesn't look very happy about it by the time he gets to the 6th one. Now, one black cat does look much like another, but nobody, not even a busy vet, could see the same cat 6 times without becoming suspicious. Sure enough, when he checked in his appointment book, the vet found 6 cats with a cough, all living in Aristotle Street. So he rang the owners at once. And oh dear, Sid was found out. When they discovered what he'd been up to, Sid's owners were furious. They said he had no business eating so many dinners. They looked really quite disgruntled about it all. They got together, and they said in future they would make sure that he only had 1 dinner a day. That's a huge change. But Sid was a 6 dinner a day cat, so he went to live at number 1 Pythagoras Place. Cheeky old cat. He also went to live at numbers 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Wow! Unlike Aristotle Street, the people who lived in Pythagoras Place talked to each other, and they talked to their neighbours. So right from the start, everybody knew about Sid's 6 dinners. So they're all talking to each other, and they know what's going on. And because everyone knew, nobody minded. Lucky old Sid. There you are. I hope you've enjoyed that. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye. That was 6 Dinners, Sid, and it was by Inga.